Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into one of the biggest questions in modern healthcare. How do we use all this incredible data to save lives, but without compromising the privacy that every single one of us deserves? Well, the answer might just be something called Anonymized Patient-Level Data, or APLD. So let's get into how this is literally changing the face of medicine. And really, this is the heart of the matter, isn't it? On one hand, you've got data, which is the absolute fuel for amazing research and better care. But on the other hand, our personal health information is, well, it's personal. So how in the world do you solve a puzzle like that? This slide just lays it out perfectly. You've got this massive, critical need for data to find cures, to make our health systems smarter and more efficient. But that's butting heads with an equally important, non-negotiable right to privacy. For a long time, these two things have felt like they're pulling in completely opposite directions, creating a huge roadblock for medicine. But what if there's a way to get the best of both worlds? This is exactly where anonymized patient-level data, APLD, comes into the picture. It's this really innovative solution that's designed to strike that perfect balance between pushing forward and protecting people. So, what is APLD exactly? Think of it like this. It's healthcare information that's gone through a very careful process to strip out everything that could possibly identify you. Your name, your address, all that stuff is gone. But what's left behind is the really crucial clinical story, the diagnosis, the treatments you received, the outcomes. It's the entire medical journey, just without a name attached. Let's walk through how this actually works. So you start with the raw patient data, which has all that personal info mixed in. Then you get to the most critical step, de-identification. This is where all those identifying details are systematically scrubbed away. And the result? A secure APLD dataset that researchers can analyze, knowing that patient privacy is totally locked down. It's a clean, safe, and incredibly powerful transformation. Okay, so this isn't just some idea on a whiteboard. APLD is already out there right now, transforming healthcare in some really tangible ways. Let's take a look at how it's making a difference. For researchers, this stuff is a total game changer. It lets them see the big picture, to analyze these huge patterns in healthcare, and figure out which treatments are actually working best across thousands or even millions of people. This is how they can spot a rare side effect of a drug, or see if a new therapy is really performing better in the real world, all without ever knowing a single patient's name. And, of course, that directly translates into better, safer care for all of us. Hospitals use APLD to check their own report cards, to see how they're doing and improve patient outcomes. Drug companies use it to double-check that their medicines are not only effective, but also safe long-term. It even helps them design smarter clinical trials from the get-go. Now, what I find so fascinating about this slide is just how widespread the use of APLD is. It's not just one little corner of the industry. You've got pharmaceutical researchers hunting for the next cure, hospitals and clinics laser-focused on quality, public health agencies trying to map out strategies for all of us, and even commercial strategists trying to understand the market. The entire healthcare ecosystem depends on this data.
So you're probably wondering what information is actually left in this data that makes it so valuable. Okay, let's pop the hood and see what key pieces of information are driving all these incredible insights.
This is where it gets really cool. By connecting different anonymous data points, you can answer these massive, important questions. For example, if you combine a diagnostic code with a medication ID and how long the therapy lasted, suddenly you can see how well a drug is working for a specific disease. Or connect a prescriber's specialty with a diagnosis, and you start to understand the common treatment pathways. You can even see how insurance plans impact who gets access to a new medicine. It's just like connecting the dots to see the whole amazing picture of healthcare. Of course, and this is a big one, with data this powerful comes an immense responsibility. This isn't just about cool tech and algorithms, it is fundamentally about trust. And the entire system is built on a really strong foundation of ethical guardrails. And this quote here really says it all, doesn't it? The whole mission is to build a healthcare system that honors patients, that earns public trust, and that uses data with complete and total integrity. That's the North Star for the responsible use of APLD. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, it means there's a strict framework in place. We're talking powerful safeguards to make sure nobody can ever try to re-identify a patient. It's about respecting patient consent, and it means rock-solid data security that follows all the major privacy laws, like HIPAA here in the US and GDPR over in Europe. It's also about using the data responsibly and being completely transparent about how it's all being used. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. The incredible future that data analytics promises for medicine, well, that future can only happen if we use that information both wisely and ethically. The innovation and the ethics have to move forward together, hand in hand. And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We know technology is only going to get more advanced, and our data is only going to get smarter. So the real question for all of us is, how do we make sure that as it gets smarter, it always, always stays wise?